Hello Sagittarius. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. This is Kelly from Deep Soul Tarot. We're going to be doing your monthly readings for July 2023. These are timeless, so if you're watching this past that time, these are 30 days from whenever you're watching it and moving forward. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, oops. If there's any noise in the background, please, someone's moving near me and they're making a racket over there. I think they're cleaning the place. I think the person's already gone, but they're making a racket. Again, so this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And again, as I said, it is a timeless read. So it's for, right now I'm basing it for July 2023, but for 30 days past, whenever you see this and moving forward, okay? So it is timeless. So if you come across this any other time besides July 2023, it's still valid. And if you see it and click on it, there could very well be a message in there for you. So what we're going to do, Sagittarius, if you're not familiar with my readings, is we are going to do some general energies up here, but then down here we're going to do relationships, your personal energy, and like career, health, and that kind of thing at home, and then some advice. So I encourage you all to stick around and stay through the whole reading so you can get the full message, because you don't want to miss anything. There may be something at the end that the message is in there for you. If you can't watch it all now, that's fine. Just pause it, save it, watch it later. Mine or anybody else's videos. Okay? I found that when I do that, I'll pause a video. I have to stop watching for whatever reason, and lo and behold, it doesn't resonate sometimes so much in the beginning, but then the more I watch, it's like, wow, I would have missed this if I had not watched it. So what I'm hearing, Sagittarius, right now, the overall energy for you is feeling lonely. Oh wow, you got the 5 and the 6 of Pentacles. Feeling left out in the cold. Something's out of balance, Sagittarius. Like you have given to others, to another or others, and they're not giving back to you, or someone's not giving back to you the way you are giving to them. And it's not like you're thinking of it that way. Well, I do this for you, you do this for me. But it's that general energy of give and take. You know, you take care of someone when they're sick, so when you're sick, you'd like to think that they do the same for you, and then you get sick, and then they're not anywhere to be found, or, you know, that kind of energy. Okay, but let's just see your current self. Page of Cups. Well, you've got a youthful energy about yourself. I see the Page of Cups as an inner child. So you may be dealing with some, for the next 30 days, for July 2023, or the next 30 days, right now, your current self is dealing with some energies that may call on you to do some inner child work. I'm also hearing that you're doing some sort of dreaming, as far as like dreams that you want to get done. There's something that you I just see this Page of Cups as somebody who's talking to, this person is talking to the fish, as if, again, the lonely thing, as if the fish is having a conversation with them, or, you know, they can talk to the fish. And even if it is a live fish, you know, they can move their little lips, but I've never heard a fish make noise. Have you? Not little fish. But there's some sense of loneliness. Wanting to spend, feeling like you're left out of something. Left out of a group of friends. Maybe it's a love situation and you don't feel, excuse me, I have the hiccups. You don't feel the reciprocal energy that you are putting into this particular relationship or circumstance. And relationship, can be, doesn't have to be love, it can be, but it can be family, friends, anything else. Well, say friends. It's like you're either among friends and you're talking and no one's hearing you, or your friends are out doing stuff and for some reason, oh Lord, did you hear that? I don't know what that is, but sometimes there's lots of noise. There's a lot of noise over here. I just moved here and I live near an airport, so a lot of times I'll be doing videos and I'll watch something back and I can hear the plane after plane going, but I think they're still cleaning and they're maybe dragging, maybe that's furniture they're dragging out or something. I don't know. Anyways, as I was saying, Sagittarius, so sorry. When I started this, it was quiet, and of course now it's changed. Divine timing. And Mercury is not in retrograde, otherwise I would be blaming it on that. Saturn's in retrograde, but I don't think that has anything to do with it. That reminds me, I just did a summer solstice video, so if you would like to see that, it's based for July 2023. It's the beginning of summer video that I released on June 21st, exactly the time of the summer solstice. So that's up if you'd like to see more energies, as far general energies for the collective. Okay. So this is your theme for the month. All right. So what I'm hearing, now that I've been interrupted and my energy's been distracted for a bit, I'm hearing something different now, which is maybe it's a good thing that happened. I'm hearing that you're feeling alone. You're feeling alone. Or maybe you're isolating yourself. Maybe your inner child has been wounded. Nobody knows it except for you, Sagittarius. And for this month, it is summer, of course, and of course people like to go out and have fun during the summer. I'm even hearing, not only should you go out with, not only should you go out and have fun with friends on a regular basis, be social this month, I'm hearing a bonfire. You're all going to sit around a bonfire or a fire pit in someone's backyard. You're going to have a good time this month. That's what I'm hearing. Let's move on and see what other energies there are, but I don't feel any negative energy here. So the overall energy of feeling alone or a lack of some sort. Let's see what's under this. And so you have options. I am hearing that maybe people have invited you and maybe you've turned them down. And so they just haven't invited you again. I don't know if that resonates for any Sagittarius, but I'm putting it out there because that's what I just heard. Your key goal for this month. You know what? Communicate. Communicate with these people. If these are your friends and you communicate with them and be straightforward with them and don't attack them or be fueled by emotion, but be very diplomatic about it and say, hey, you guys go out to the bar or you go to the club, you guys go out to eat, whatever it is they're doing, and it's like, how come you guys don't invite me anymore? Or would you mind if I join you? I mean, I don't know how your situation is with your friends, but if they are really truly your friends, I don't think they're going to say no. So maybe you kept to yourself. Sorry, I need coffee. And maybe they're just assuming you want to be left alone, which I'm hearing is not the case. So your main obstacle for the month of July or 30 days is speaking your truth. I don't think they understand that. And I don't think you've actually verbalized it. I don't think you've communicated that to them. Or at least, even if it's body language, I think that if you're not being invited, or maybe you were before, or maybe they just get this opinion that you just want to be alone. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know the energy here, but so this is a new beginning here. It's time to communicate to your friends, your tribe, your people, and say, hey, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing this weekend? Oh, we're gonna go to the beach. Oh, do you mind if I join? I make you a bet they'll say, sure, come along. I think it's just a matter of communication. There may be some sort of miscommunication or communication gap. Something's going on here. With the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords, this is all about communication, and it's direct communication. It's not beating around the bush. It's not being over dramatic. People that are fueled by emotions and passion and things like that can be over dramatic or start pointing the finger at other people and say, hey, you guys don't invite me anymore. And I don't think that's very cool. Well, that's setting things up to be more of a confrontation than saying, hey, I like hanging out with you guys. You mind if I come with you? Does that make sense, Sagittarius? I sure hope so. So your actions. Okay, maybe you've been a little confrontational. Sagittarius, this is going to be, and as I put in the disclaimer, and if you look in my description box, you will see, I don't sugarcoat. I don't do that. I started off doing that where I wasn't sugarcoating, but I was like trying to weasel around. I'm just going to say it. You may want to do a self check-in, because I'm hearing two things here. Number one, Sagittarius, maybe your approach to these people is not the most diplomatic. Maybe you're a little being a fire sign, and you're probably hurt if you're being left out. So that hurt's coming out. If you're verbalizing things to them, it may be coming out as more of an attack than actually just communicating your feelings. Just like I said in a relationship one, I said, I don't remember whose it was, that if you use the I, as they say in couples therapy and thing, if you use I, well, I feel kind of sad, or I feel left out when you guys don't invite me, and I don't understand why, then it puts that on you, and then they can say, oh, I didn't realize we were doing that. Sure, you can come along. Or, there might be somebody in this particular group of friends you don't vibe with, and somehow there's always some sort of, maybe they're into drama. I don't know, Sagittarius. If you're into drama, that's another self-check. Sometimes people like to stir the pot so they can get attention and whatever. And I'm not saying you're doing that, but if you are, you may want to step back and think about that, because there's some sort of, your action is to figure out how to agree to disagree, or to not let little petty annoyances get to you. And I may clarify that, and we'll see how the rest of this goes. Now, this is interesting because this is the relationship card, and originally it was meant to be just for like love situations, but then as I thought about it, if people aren't in love situations, they can put this to family, again, friends, work, whatever. Like maybe you have friends at work, that kind of connections with people. Page of Swords. Again, with the swords, I don't feel like this is a love connection. And if it is a love connection, it's a new relationship, and you met this person among friends. That's what I'm hearing. So it could be that. Or maybe you've met somebody and you want to talk to them. Ooh, Sagittarius. You know what I also heard? This is also the apology card. Maybe you already had a confrontation with somebody, one of your friends, and all of a sudden now maybe you're not being invited to any events or whatever you go to, and you're feeling left out in the cold. Or maybe you feel uncomfortable, so you're keeping yourself away from everyone. And maybe an apology would make all the difference here. If it's an apology from someone else, maybe it could be a mutual apology. You may want to be the bigger person who's Sagittarius, and then just diplomatically go up and talk to them. But you might want to really think about this. This is also, new energy here. It's a new way of looking at things. Stepping back and going, okay, all right, okay, maybe I did have a part in this. And yeah, I can apologize. Now, hopefully your other person will be gracious enough to do the same. Not everyone's like that, and you're just going to have to accept it if they don't. But the Page of Swords is getting down to the nitty-gritty and making some sort of decision. And maybe you don't like making the first move when it comes to confrontations, but in this case you may want to. And if it's a love situation, same thing. Now, personal growth, this should be interesting. Ooh, chimama. Ooh, chimama, Sagittarius. Well, if you're dealing with somebody, this card here is a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. These two are air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This one specifically is Capricorn. Personal growth. Sagittarius. Yeah, that negative behavior may be coming from you, Sagittarius. You may have some demons inside that maybe you're sensitive when people say things to you, and your inner child, maybe when you were a child, you were treated condescending, or maybe older adults, parents, whatever, siblings talk down to you. And when people do something like that, it becomes, you're very sensitive to that. So you may want to work, and that may not have anything to do with this. So if we put this aside, their personal growth for the month of July is to work with any personal demons you may have. Habits, behavior, things that you feel that you know maybe a vice in your life that is not good for your life, but yet you are still connected to for some reason. So July is going to be a time for some self-work here, Sagittarius, but that's a good thing because we grow that way. Now your career or health, Taurus card if you're dealing with a Taurus, but career, well, you may have a very structured work situation. And the Hierophant is what how I see. Whoa! All of a sudden I got really head rush dizzy. Interesting enough, I'm seeing the devil over here and spiritual over here. Isn't that interesting? The personal growth. Does this carry over into work? Is this a work situation? The Hierophant is basically like the spiritual leader of a religious organization, a church, a temple, whatever, a hall, however you want to call it. And I almost feel like the spirit, your spiritual guides are saying, I'm trying to figure out how this ties into work, because I heard them saying that spiritual guidance is saying there are two sides to everything. Everything's dual in our lives, good and bad, evil, not evil, vice versus virtue, light versus dark. I see this is the dark and this is the light. You know, I really don't know, Sagittarius. The Hierophant, your work situation, if it's your health, I can see that. I can see for those who, for the health situation, it may be turning to your, whomever you may pray to, or if you're spiritual, your spiritual guides, your angels, and ask for help, because this may be affecting your physical health and your mental health. So that makes sense to me. If it's work, I'm hearing that you feel boxed in. There's too much structure. Or the people you work with are too rigid. They're not interested in new ideas. They're not interested in, maybe you're trying to put your opinion in on certain things at work or a project or something, and they're just not having it. And it's like, no, this is the way we always do it, and we're not changing anything now. And maybe that's where the altercation is coming from here. Like I said, it could be anything. Your advice, Sagittarius? Well, this is about deception. We're going to have to be honest about this situation. You have to be honest about your part that you play in this movie. In this movie, you may play a certain part. As Sagittarius, you are the script writer. Things here might work out better if you change certain parts in the script. Maybe you can change a little bit about your character, and maybe in turn they can change stuff about their character, but I can't speak for them because this is your reading. So I can only tell you that whatever demons you may have going on inside, whatever is affecting your work and or health, there's something here you're not being honest about, like yourself with the situation. So I'm going to have to clarify, okay? And this may be a little bit of a long one because there's a number of things to clarify. I was going to clarify the Page of Cups, and then all these cards fell out. I'm going to show you the cards. We're going to start over with the Page of Cups because I wasn't ready yet. We have the Queen of Cups. I see that as self-love. Three of Wands. And the Three of Pentacles. You have 2 3s here, which is about growth. Self-growth. You may want to go back to the drawing board and start over with someone or these people. Again, you're probably going to have to be the bigger person here. And then you can offer them the apology or whatever you want to do, try to make the peace, and then just wait to see what happens from that. All you can do is extend a loving hand and say, I'm very sorry about blah, blah, blah. Maybe I was a little too oversensitive, or maybe I misunderstood, or maybe this or that. Okay? So, I don't know. Maybe I will keep those for these. I think these came out for a reason. Spirit said, no, keep them. So let me see the bottom of the deck then. Yeah, the moon. I think you might be afraid of the reaction, honestly. You're not really sure. You're kind of in the dark as to what to do now. I think that by offering an apology, I think you can smooth things over. And this is interesting because it went from being possibly just lonely for whatever reason. Let's get the Three of Cups, because I'm curious about this, Three of Cups friends situation. Interestingly enough, I swear that person didn't have them. I mean, we have small places here, and very small places. And I'm curious to why it's taken someone so long to clean it, because it's like, well, what did he have in there? You have to clean so much. Ace of Wands, this is a whole new beginning. This is a whole new beginning, and I'm thinking, okay, so what I'm hearing here, even though this is about work and home and health, I'm thinking that maybe these people, maybe there's church-going people, and they're supposed to be Christian, or they're supposed to be living by, just being moral in general. Treat others the way you would want to be treated. And you're thinking, well, they're not doing that. But maybe you've either gone to church, you've heard something has inspired you, or something will be inspiring you in July, the next 30 days, to, it's an peace offering, your hand out to them and saying, let's just start over. Let's Let's pretend like that never happened. Even though your apology and whatever. And the star, yeah. This way you can heal. Aquarius card, if you're dealing with an Aquarius. This way you can heal. This is for the Five of Wands. Yeah, okay. Sagittarius, you're going to have to be the bigger person here. This is a Leo card, by the way. So, if you're dealing with a Leo, specifically, Leos are lions. This is a Leo card, so they have a lot of pride. Now, I am a Cancer cusp of Leo, and I have Leo in my chart, Mercury and Venus. And I'll be the first to say, besides being very stubborn, I have an Aries moon. And depending on which I either have a Taurus rising or Aries rising, depending if you do tropical, sidereal, I have a Aries rising. So everything is very, so for me, I know, being on the cusp of Leo and having Leo, I'm very prideful. I admit, I don't like to be wrong, period. But I do, though, however, like truth. So if I am wrong, I hate to admit it, but I will do it. But you may have to be the bigger person here. If you want to smooth things over, make things better at work, make things better with your friends, family, relationship, whatever it is, Sagittarius, you may have to be the bigger person here in order to smooth this over. And these are little spats. This isn't anything huge that can't be resolved. Okay? Yeah. You're going to have to be, can we be friends again? Or, I'm really sorry if it's your partner. I'm sorry, would you come back? Whatever it is, I see this as, oh yeah, see? Look at that. And there's the Three of Cups underneath. So there you are amongst your friends again, amongst your family, with your significant other, whatever it is, everybody's happy. So, we're going to briefly do the bottom. Where are we here? We're almost to the Page of Swords was the relationship section. I will take that one, not all those, but I will take the Page of Wands. I did not look at those. It's a lot of cards, at least 8 cards. Page of Pentacles, I want to be here all night. The Page of Pentacles. With the Page of Swords, you have the Page of Cups, Page of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. So, okay, so here's what I'm hearing specifically, Sagittarius. With the pages here, this is a message from the universe saying that July is a good time to just apologize or make peace with those whom you may have don't burn any bridges here. A little bit of you've had a little argument or some sort of disagreement or whatever. Those aren't important. those really aren't as important. I mean, it may feel like it, but really, it's like you have to pick and choose your battles here and be honest. Is it really that important? Because you feel like you're out in the cold. You miss your friends. You miss your family. Whomever this is, you miss them. And Page of Pentacles. These people, I'm hearing, are very valuable to you. They're valuable to you in life. You miss them, and you miss them for a reason. So I would just cut the BS and just go and give them that apology, or just communicate with them. You know, if apology isn't needed, then let's just communicate with them. The Page of Swords are good, swift talkers. The Page of Pentacles knows the worth of family and people in our lives that make our world a better place. And the Page of Wands. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Sagittarius. The pages are messages. There's messages all over the place here. Maybe you need to send someone a text, a call, a letter, whatever it is you do. You have the Page of Cups, Pentacles, Swords, and now the Page of Wands. The love you feel for these people, the person, your family, is way more important than this ridiculous, probably childish Five of Wands. And because it's the Page of Cups is like a youth, I'm thinking these are either friends you've had for a long time, maybe, or this is family, where you're feeling like you've gone back to like when you were 5 and you were either ridiculed or ostracized by the family or whatever the feeling may be. And I'm not even sure if that's actually the reason. See this from a whole different perspective with these pages. The Page of Wands is eager to start anew, start a journey, start a trip, eager to move forward. And that's what I hear you need to do. Now we're going to get to your Devil card here, okay? The Devil. Why is the Devil card here? So for the month, again, for the month of your personal growth, for the month of July, Sagittarius, you're going to move away from whatever this toxic energy, habit, behavior. It could even just be negative thoughts in your head that, you know, well, my family doesn't love me or my partner doesn't love me anymore. You don't know that. Well, your family, I'm sure, it still loves you. And your partner, I'm sure, does too. If not, then they weren't the person for you. Because if they give up that easy, take it slow with them. Take it slow. You know, offer the apology or go talk to them and take it slow. So with the Hierophant, with the health and the job thing, and we will get to this advice, I'm hearing be real with them. Be your genuine self and be real. Be sincere. You know, no fakeness because they're going to see right through it. That's what I'm kind of hearing with this 7 of, you know, be honest with yourself and then in turn be honest with them and be real with them. Because in every situation, everybody plays a part and we all can, I'm sure, come up with one thing that we could change or look at. Okay. Yeah. 4 of Swords. So I'm hearing, yeah, if you are a spiritual person, you go to church, I'm hearing to go to church because it's going to be good for your mental and physical health. It may be affecting your health. Now, if it has to do with work, maybe you work at a church. Again, take some time out just to recharge. Whatever this is, seems like it upsets you a lot. And although you think you're alone, this particular card, Sagittarius, it depicts 2 people who are wounded and out in the cold, and they feel like they have no one else in the world but themselves or each other. That's not true. Again, see, this is a church. This is supposed to be a church right here. And if these people would just look and see, there's a church there, and they can go in and get warm. Maybe they can get some food. They can get some help and guidance. I'm telling you, Sagittarius, there's something here about church in your life. For some of you. I don't know about all of you. Somebody spiritual, maybe someone who's just spiritual. You got to cut stuff like that out. You got to cut this nonsense out, is what I just heard. All right, we're going to do the 7 of Swords, and then I'm going to let you go, Sagittarius. Oh, there's another one. Justice. Okay. First one came out was the Lovers. You have to make a choice here. Again, choosing between vice and virtue. So you may have a bad habit, and be honest with yourself. If you drink or do some sort of substance abuse, not saying you do, but if you do, maybe even affecting work, be honest with yourself And I know that people who are addicts are in denial, or people who abuse it. You don't even have to be an addict. Somebody who has an alcohol issue or drug issue, or let's say you smoke pot. Maybe you're not an addict. Maybe you drink, but you're belligerent when you drink. You don't drink maybe all the time, morning to night, but when you do drink, maybe you're belligerent. I know people like that. They're great to talk to, and then they have a drink or two in them, and all of a sudden they become this other person. It's like Jekyll and Hyde. It's like, what the hell? Where's this coming from? The alcohol was just not good for them. It affected them in really negative ways. And some people are like that. So with this Lover's card, you have to choose what's more important. Your toxic behavior, whatever that may be, or thoughts, or the people in your life that matter the most to you. Then, justice. Then comes the day in court. You speak your truth, you apologize, you speak your truth, you say your piece, and then, interestingly enough, this is deception, and this is all about the truth. We're not going to lie anymore. We're going to be upfront and honest with ourselves and those people, and then our life can go back into balance. And with the Justice card, the truth is sitting right there, right in front of him, right in front of the judge here, him or her. In the picture, it's a him, but whatever. They have the truth right in the palm of their hand. And it's up to them now to think about all the information that they have, what they believe is the truth, and go with that. And then there has to be some sort of decision. And that, my dear, Sagittarius. I almost said something else, but is what you need to do. And the Knight of Pentacles is back again. And then underneath that is the Four of Wands. Behind the Four of Wands is the Five of Pentacles, same as over there. And underneath that is the Ace of Pentacles. There's a brand new beginning just waiting to happen for you, Sagittarius, if you would just take your time, think about it, and then go give that apology or whatever. Reach out to them. Give them that peace offering. You know, whatever it is, wave the little white scarf, or what is it, a feather, and everything's going to work out. This is divine intervention. This is where everything is divinely in alignment. Everything's in alignment. And I think once you take that gesture, it's going to change everything. Sagittarius, it's now past 30 minutes, and I'm going to let you go. But thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this, smash that thumbs up. Please smash that like button, and do subscribe and join the tribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be doing a bunch of other readings after this, so if you hit that subscribe button, you'll be notified. You won't miss anything, any messages. Okay, I will be doing a video on Saturn retrograde and some soul searching stuff in between, so check it out. Thank you so much for tuning in, Sagittarius. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.